All right. So you tell me about your injury. What's injured?
My wrist. Yeah, my
Your
wrist was injured.
Left wrist. How'd you do that?
I was playing basketball, and I went up for a block, and I jumped, and a kid came behind me and flipped me upside down right when I was in the air, and I landed back fully and put all my weight on this wrist. And
So you broke it.
Yep.
So you hyperextended it. Broke
Yep.
it.
Backwards.
What was that? What was the break to? What bones?
It was radius and
know?
ulna.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a full clear break.
How was the pain? How was the pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, at first, like initially, I was in shock, but it was pretty bad. Yeah.
So did you say like maybe 2 out of 10?
Yeah. I'd say
Initially,
like a 2 out of 10, but when I got to the hospital, I'd say probably a 9 out of 10. It just went
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Was it
went
radiating?
straight.
Do you remember if it was radiating pain?
Yeah,
Like
it was
radiating up
kind
your
of.
arm?
Yeah, it was moving up my arm.
And then, so you said you had surgery. How many surgeries did you have?
I had 2.
You have
Yep.
2 surgeries. How did those go?
The first one.
What did they do? Do you know?
The first one, well, I kind of got like rushed to the well, not like rushed, but I went right to the hospital after.
To the ER.
Yep, and they did the first surgery, and then the second one wasn't long after. Actually, it was almost right after, but I mostly remember only after the second one.
Any pins or?
Yeah, I have scars. I had 3 pins, 2 right here, and then 1 up here.
All right, and then I'm assuming you had physical therapy on that.
Yep, physical therapy probably around a year after the second surgery.
Was that on and off?
It was on and off.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
How often were you seeing your physical therapist?
It went from weekly to monthly
so
to...
it kind of stretched out as time went on. That's
Yep.
great. Do you still see your physical therapist? You're good now?
You know, I don't see him now, but it was awesome. I knew I was really close to my physical therapist because I was there for almost a year. So.
Let's see. Any trouble with day-to-day activities?
Not really. No, not now. I used to around it got.
How long would you say that process took of you? Being able to do
it happened probably when I was 13, 14, I think. So like 8th grade, and then I would say it fully recovered by sophomore year of high school. So around 2 years ish. Yeah.
And then were you taking meds?
Yeah, I was on medicine, but off of that completely.
What kind of medicine were you taking at the time?
Well, it depends. After my surgery, I was on a little bit of pain medication.
Were those over-the-counter meds or?
That was prescription after the surgeries. But I was taking like over-the-counter stuff too.
Like Advil and Tylenol?
Yeah.
Was that often when it first happened? Like,
it was pretty often. Like I said, I was on the pain meds after the surgeries, which they prescribed to me. But then after, I was on a lot of that other stuff too. Are
you able to like, you have any problems now with weight bearing or anything? Like, can you put pressure on it?
Yeah, honestly, to me it's completely fine. I mean, I can't move it back as much as my other one.
Range of motion
is a little weird, but
say it's 70% of
but
the other.
It's no problem.
Oh, sweet. All right, well, if I could give you a little feel and test out. So let's see on this one. So just gonna give you your wrist. All right, then if you want to let me know if there's any pain or tenderness anywhere, anytime. Nothing around here? How about,
It definitely doesn't go as far as the other one.
It doesn't, not at all. But it
feels...
in terms of like your actual, like your bone structure, I don't feel anything off or abnormal compared to that one. So that's good. It's a good sign. Let's see. I would say no deformation. Normal in terms of the other wrists. No pain. You said no pain at all?
Not really,
So
no.
I think I would diagnose it as completely healed. I think you're totally fine to return to whatever you were doing before. It's, like you said, it was fine.
Yep.
And I would just say you're okay with continuing any comfortable weight-bearing exercises because you're able to, you're comfortable with a lot of pressure on that wrist. It's healed over time. I think you're in a good spot to just keep doing whatever you're doing. And I feel like if you have any pain, then just start with, Advil, Tylenol, maybe ice it, help with inflammation, and then go from there. If it gets worse, then talk to a specialist. But I think you're good.
Yeah.
Sweet. Appreciate you. No problem.
Have a great one.